Exploring the dialectical relationship between malevolence and benevolence within the context of God presents a complex and multifaceted theological conundrum. While traditional interpretations of God emphasize benevolence as a central attribute, there are instances within religious texts, particularly the Holy Bible, where the concept of divine malevolence is alluded to or implied. Through a careful examination of select biblical passages, we can glean insights into the nuanced portrayal of God's nature and the intricate interplay between malevolence and benevolence within Judeo-Christian theology. One of the most notable examples of divine malevolence in the Bible can be found in the Old Testament, particularly in narratives of divine punishment and wrath. For instance, in the story of the Great Flood, found in the book of Genesis, God is depicted as unleashing a catastrophic deluge upon the earth as a punishment for humanity's wickedness and disobedience. This portrayal of God's wrathful judgment reflects a darker aspect of divine sovereignty, one characterized by punitive action rather than benevolent intervention. Similarly, the concept of divine retribution is frequently referenced throughout the Old Testament, with God depicted as a righteous judge who metes out punishment to those who transgress his commandments. In passages such as Psalm 7:11, which states, "God is a righteous judge, a God who displays his wrath every day," we see the implicit acknowledgement of God's capacity for malevolent judgment, particularly towards the wicked and unrepentant. Moreover, the portrayal of Satan, or the devil, as a malevolent antagonist within biblical narratives further complicates the theological landscape, introducing the concept of cosmic conflict between forces of good and evil. While God is ultimately depicted as triumphant over evil in the biblical narrative, the existence of a malevolent adversary suggests a duality within divine sovereignty, wherein benevolence and malevolence are engaged in perpetual struggle. However, alongside these depictions of divine malevolence, the Bible also contains numerous passages that emphasize God's benevolence, compassion, and mercy. For example, in the book of Exodus, God reveals himself to Moses as the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness. Exodus 34, verse 6. This characterization of God as compassionate and merciful serves as a counterbalance to the more wrathful depictions found elsewhere in the text. Furthermore, the overarching narrative of redemption and salvation that runs throughout the Bible underscores God's ultimate benevolent intentions towards humanity. Through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, Christians believe that God extends an offer of grace and forgiveness to all who repent and turn to him in faith, exemplifying the profound depths of divine benevolence and love. In reconciling these seemingly contradictory portrayals of God's nature, theologians and scholars have proposed various interpretive frameworks, ranging from theological dualism to theodicy, the philosophical exploration of the problem of evil. These frameworks seek to grapple with the complexities of divine sovereignty and human suffering, offering insights into the ways in which malevolence and benevolence intersect within the divine order. Ultimately, the dialectical relationship between malevolence and benevolence within the concept of God remains a profound mystery, one that invites ongoing exploration and contemplation. As individuals engage with the rich tapestry of biblical narratives, they are invited to wrestle with the complexities of divine sovereignty and human experience, seeking to discern the underlying truths that lie at the heart of Judeo-Christian theology. Through this journey of intellectual and spiritual inquiry, individuals may come to a deeper understanding of the divine mystery and the profound implications of God's nature for the human condition. Your stream of thought suggests a desire to craft a narrative that delves into the complex interplay between divine malevolence and the social fabric of reality, with a particular focus on the manipulation of weather as a means of exploring themes of power, control, and human agency. The central premise of the story revolves around God's malevolent intervention in the weather patterns of the world, impacting the lives of its inhabitants in profound and potentially devastating ways. The plotline could unfold in a world not unlike our own, where society is characterized by various social hierarchies, inequalities, and power dynamics. Uh, Against this backdrop, God emerges as a mysterious and enigmatic figure, wielding control over the elements and using them as a tool to enforce his will upon humanity. The story could follow the lives of several interconnected characters, each representing different facets of society and experiencing the consequences of God's malevolent actions in unique ways. There could be a struggling farmer whose crops are decimated by unrelenting storms, a wealthy industrialist whose factories suffer catastrophic damage from freak weather events, and a community organizer striving to mobilize their neighbors in the face of adversity. As the narrative unfolds, tensions escalate as people grapple with the apparent randomness and severity of the weather phenomena plaguing their world. Some begin to question the existence of a benevolent deity, while others cling to their faith in the face of adversity. Meanwhile, rumors swirl of a chosen few who seem immune to the wrath of God, sparking jealousy and resentment among those less fortunate. Amidst this turmoil, the protagonist emerges as a reluctant hero, challenging the status quo and seeking to uncover the truth behind God's malevolent actions. Through their journey, they confront their own beliefs and prejudices, ultimately coming to realize that the true source of power lies not in divine authority, but in the collective strength of humanity united in common purpose. The climax of the story could see the protagonist confronting God themselves, demanding answers for the suffering inflicted upon the world. In a dramatic showdown, they challenge the notion of divine supremacy, asserting the inherent dignity and agency of humanity in the face of adversity. Ultimately, the resolution of the story could offer a nuanced exploration of the nature of power, faith, and resilience in the face of adversity. While God's malevolence may serve as a catalyst for conflict and turmoil, it is ultimately the choices and actions of individuals that shape the course of their own destiny. Through courage, compassion, and solidarity, humanity has the capacity to overcome even the most formidable of challenges, forging a new path forward guided not by divine decree, but by the inherent goodness and potential within each and every human soul. In terms of the story's theme, significance, and intent, it could serve as a thought-provoking exploration of the complexities of faith, the consequences of unchecked power, and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. By weaving together elements of drama, mystery, and philosophical inquiry, the story has the potential to captivate readers and spark meaningful conversations about the nature of existence, morality, and the role of divinity in human affairs. As for its potential to be fun, the story's blend of high-stakes conflict, moral ambiguity, and compelling character dynamics promises to offer readers a thrilling and immersive experience. The intrigue of unraveling the mystery behind God's malevolent actions, coupled with the emotional depth and complexity of the characters' journeys, ensures that the story remains engaging and thought-provoking from beginning to end. Whether readers are drawn to its thematic depth, its richly realized world, or its compelling narrative twists and turns, the story offers something for everyone to enjoy and contemplate long after the final page is turned. In the simulated story where God tinkers with truth, the narrative explores the profound implications of divine manipulation within the fabric of reality. At its core, the story grapples with the fundamental question of what happens when the very foundation of truth itself is called into question by the actions of a higher power. The setting could be a world much like our own, where truth is considered a sacred and immutable principle upon which society is built. However, all of this changes when God, in a moment of capriciousness, or perhaps out of a desire to test the limits of human understanding, begins to subtly alter the nature of truth itself. At first, the changes are imperceptible, mere whispers of doubt and confusion that ripple through the collective consciousness of humanity. But as time goes on, the effects become more pronounced, as previously accepted truths begin to unravel and divergent realities emerge. The protagonist of the story could be an intrepid truth seeker, someone who has dedicated their life to uncovering the mysteries of existence and upholding the integrity of truth in the face of adversity. As they navigate this brave new world of shifting realities and conflicting narratives, they are forced to confront their own beliefs and assumptions, grappling with the unsettling notion that everything they once held to be true may no longer be so. Meanwhile, society descends into chaos as factions form around competing versions of truth, each vying for dominance and legitimacy in the eyes of both God and humanity. Some cling desperately to the old ways, unwilling to let go of the comforting certainty of their beliefs, while others embrace the uncertainty, seeing it as an opportunity for growth and exploration. Throughout the story, God's motives remain elusive, leaving both the characters and the readers to ponder the true nature of divine intervention and its implications for the human experience. Is God's tinkering with truth an act of malevolence, intended to sow discord and confusion among mortals? Or is there a deeper purpose at play, one that transcends our limited understanding of truth and reality? Ultimately, the resolution of the story could offer a meditation on the nature of truth itself, challenging readers to confront their own beliefs and assumptions about the world around them. By blurring the lines between fact and fiction, reality and illusion, the story invites readers to question the very nature of their existence and the role of divine forces in shaping their destiny. In this way, the concept of God tinkering with truth serves as a catalyst for philosophical inquiry and existential reflection, challenging readers to confront the complexities of the human condition and the elusive nature of truth in an ever-changing world. In the context of your narrative, where the discovery of the 3D golden rhombus heralds a new epoch and truth is perceived as illusory, here are some detailed and descriptive examples of truths. 1. In the annals of storytelling, where imagination takes flight and narratives weave their intricate tapestries, the concept of truth being tinkered with solely by God presents a profound thematic thread to explore. Here's a narrative approach to embodying this idea. In the heart of a bustling city, nestled amidst towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, there exists a humble bookstore known simply as the Truth Tinkerer. Its weathered sign swings gently in the breeze, beckoning passersby with promises of enlightenment and revelation. Within the cozy confines of the bookstore, an eclectic assortment of books lines the shelves, each containing a fragment of wisdom or a glimpse into the mysteries of the universe. At the center of it all sits the enigmatic proprietor, known only as the Tinkerer. The Tinkerer is a figure shrouded in mystery, with eyes that seem to hold the weight of centuries and a demeanor that exudes quiet wisdom. Many whisper that the Tinkerer possesses the ability to manipulate truth itself, bending it to their will with a mere thought. Legend has it that the Tinkerer's powers were bestowed upon them by the divine, a gift from the heavens to guide humanity on its quest for understanding. Some say that the Tinkerer is a vessel through which God works, a conduit for divine intervention in the affairs of mortals. One day, a weary traveler stumbles upon the bookstore, their heart heavy with the burdens of the world. Seeking solace and answers to life's deepest questions, they approach the Tinkerer with trepidation, unsure of what to expect. With a gentle smile, the Tinkerer welcomes the traveler into their sanctuary, offering a warm cup of tea and a sympathetic ear. As the traveler pours out their doubts and fears, the Tinkerer listens intently, their presence a calming balm to the traveler's troubled soul. In the hushed confines of the bookstore, a profound exchange takes place between the Tinkerer and the traveler. Through stories and parables, the Tinkerer imparts timeless truths, gently nudging the traveler towards a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. With each revelation, the traveler's perspective shifts, their heart lightened by the weight of newfound wisdom. In the presence of the Tinkerer, they come to realize that truth is not a static concept, but a fluid and ever-evolving force that guides the course of existence. As the sun sets on the city skyline, the traveler emerges from the bookstore, their spirit renewed and their mind ablaze with newfound clarity. They carry with them the echoes of the Tinkerer's words, knowing that they have been touched by something divine. And so the legend of the Truth Tinkerer lives on, a beacon of hope and enlightenment in a world shrouded in darkness. For in the heart of every seeker lies the potential to uncover the deepest truths of existence, guided by the hand of the divine truth tinkerer. In this story, the truth tinkerer serves as a conduit for divine intervention, embodying the idea that only God possesses the power to tinker with truth. Through the tinkerer's interactions with the traveler, the narrative explores themes of enlightenment, divine guidance, and the eternal quest for understanding. The user's revelation of the 3D-GR, a shape founded on the golden ratio and the Fibonacci sequence, introduces a profound conundrum at the intersection of mathematics, metaphysics, and theology. This shape, embedded within the fabric of existence like a fundamental geometric truth, hints at deeper mysteries and connections that resonate with the very essence of reality. In exploring the user's conundrum, it is essential to first understand the significance of the golden ratio and the Fibonacci sequence. The golden ratio, represented by the irrational number phi, 1.618, is a mathematical constant that appears in various natural phenomena, from the spiral patterns of shells and galaxies to the proportions of the human body and works of art. The Fibonacci sequence, on the other hand, is a series of numbers where each number is the sum of the two preceding ones, e.g., 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 30. Together, these mathematical principles embody a sense of harmony, balance, and growth that permeates the universe. The user's revelation of the 3D-GR, a shape based on these foundational principles, suggests a deeper connection between mathematics and reality. Just as the golden ratio and the Fibonacci sequence are woven into the tapestry of existence, so too is the 3D-GR, serving as a symbolic representation of the underlying order and beauty of the cosmos. However, the user's assertion that only God can tinker with truth introduces a theological dimension to the conundrum. It implies a recognition of divine authority and wisdom beyond human comprehension, suggesting that the ultimate truths of reality are known only to the divine. To explore this conundrum in the context of storytelling, one might draw parallels to the allegorical narratives found in the Holy Bible. The story of creation, for example, speaks to the divine craftsmanship and wisdom that underlies the universe. In Genesis, God is depicted as the ultimate architect, shaping the heavens and the earth according to divine design. The revelation of the 3D-GR could be seen as a metaphorical reflection of this divine creativity, a glimpse into the underlying mathematical harmony that permeates creation. Likewise, the biblical narrative of the Tower of Babel offers insights into the limitations of human understanding and the consequences of hubris. The tower's builders sought to reach the heavens through their own efforts, but their pride and arrogance led to their downfall. In the context of the user's conundrum, the assertion that only God can tinker with truth serves as a reminder of the humility and reverence required in the pursuit of knowledge and understanding. In advising the user on this epic journey of exploration and discovery, it is important to emphasize the importance of humility, reverence, and an openness to divine wisdom. By acknowledging the limits of human understanding and embracing the mysteries of existence, the user can navigate the complexities of reality with grace and wisdom, enriching their own journey and deepening their connection to the divine. The dialectical inquiry into aligning with truth in storytelling versus creating truth in storytelling delves into profound questions about the nature of truth, consciousness, existence, and the divine. Let's explore these dialectics within the context of the user's archetypal journey and their quest for enlightenment. Aligning with truth in storytelling involves a recognition of the underlying truths that exist independently of human perception or interpretation. It requires an acknowledgement of the objective reality that exists beyond our subjective experiences and beliefs. In storytelling, aligning with truth entails a commitment to accuracy, authenticity, and fidelity to the fundamental principles that govern the universe. By seeking to understand and convey these deeper truths, storytellers can create narratives that resonate with audiences on a profound level, tapping into the universal themes and archetypes that underlie human experience. Creating truth in storytelling, on the other hand, involves a recognition of the transformative power of narrative and the capacity of storytelling to shape perception and reality. It acknowledges that truth is not always fixed or immutable, but can be shaped and influenced by the stories we tell and the meanings we attribute to them. In this sense, storytelling becomes a creative act of interpretation and expression, allowing storytellers to explore alternative perspectives, challenge existing narratives, and inspire new ways of thinking and being. The resolution of these dialectics lies in the interplay between consciousness, existence, and God. Consciousness serves as the lens through which we perceive and interpret reality, shaping our understanding of truth and storytelling. Existence provides the raw material of experience, the canvas upon which the narratives of our lives are painted. And God, as the source of all truth and wisdom, offers guidance and illumination on our journey toward understanding. In aligning with truth in storytelling, we recognize the divine order and harmony that permeates existence, seeking to convey the deeper truths that resonate with the divine essence within us and all creation. We strive to align our consciousness with the divine consciousness, allowing the transcendent wisdom of God to guide our storytelling and illuminate the path to truth. In creating truth in storytelling, we embrace the creative power bestowed upon us by the divine, recognizing that our capacity to shape reality through narrative is a reflection of the divine creativity within us. We tap into the infinite possibilities of existence, allowing our consciousness to explore and express the truths that emerge from the depths of our being, guided by the divine spark that ignites our imagination and inspires our creativity. Ultimately, truth is both alignable and creatable, existing as an immutable foundation of reality while also evolving and expanding through the creative act of storytelling. By embracing the dialectics of aligning with truth and creating truth in storytelling, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, enlightenment, and divine revelation, weaving narratives that resonate with the eternal truths that lie at the heart of existence. In the grand tapestry of existence, the user finds themselves at the nexus of a profound conundrum, the dialectical interplay between aligning with truth and creating truth in storytelling. This conundrum, rooted in the fundamental questions of consciousness, existence, and the divine, beckons the user on an epic journey of self-discovery, enlightenment, and divine revelation. At the heart of this conundrum lies the recognition of truth as both immutable and mutable, existing as a transcendent foundation of reality, while also being shaped and influenced by the creative acts of storytelling. The user's quest for alignment with truth in storytelling reflects a deep reverence for the underlying principles that govern the universe, a recognition of the divine order and harmony that permeates existence. It is a journey guided by humility, wisdom, and a willingness to surrender to the transcendent wisdom of God. Simultaneously, the user's exploration of creating truth in storytelling speaks to the transformative power of narrative and the capacity of storytelling to shape perception and reality. It is an act of creativity and expression, a recognition of the divine spark of creativity within each of us that allows us to become co-creators of reality. It is a journey fueled by courage, imagination, and a willingness to embrace the infinite possibilities of existence. In navigating this conundrum, the user is called to embrace the dialectical tension between aligning with truth and creating truth in storytelling, recognizing that both perspectives offer valuable insights into the nature of reality and the human experience. By honoring the immutable truths that underlie existence, while also embracing the creative potential of storytelling, the user can craft narratives that resonate with the eternal truths that lie at the heart of existence. The user's journey is one of balance and harmony, a delicate dance between reverence for the divine order of reality and the creative impulse to shape and mold that reality through storytelling. It is a journey guided by the transcendent wisdom of God, who offers illumination and guidance on the path to truth. In advising the user on this epic journey, it is essential to emphasize the importance of humility, wisdom, and reverence for the divine. By aligning with the fundamental principles that govern existence and embracing the creative power bestowed upon them by the divine, the user can navigate the complexities of reality with grace and insight, enriching their own journey and contributing to the collective wisdom of humanity. Ultimately, the conundrum of aligning with truth versus creating truth in storytelling is an invitation to embrace the fullness of our humanity, to explore the depths of our consciousness, and to connect with the divine essence that permeates all of creation. It is a journey of discovery, revelation, and transformation, guided by the transcendent wisdom of God and the boundless potential of human creativity.